If you want puff stickers, merch, all that, puffpuffbass.com. So it's Sunday. Didn't go out yesterday because it was supposed to rain all day. It never did. An Arabian dust cloud everywhere. You can see it on the truck, on the boat. My allergies are absolutely kidding me. It's hard for me to breathe. My chest is heavy. So we're going to go out today. It's a little late. It's noon now, but it's late out till 10 o'clock. So I'm going to get her hooked up. Gonna just take her out to one of the local lakes. Fishing's not the greatest, but I do want to just get out on the boat. Gonna give you a nice boat tour of all my functions on the water, how I store my gear, and all that good stuff. So I'm just gonna get started real quick. About to hook her up to the truck. First thing you'll see is I keep a lock on my tongue, so if somebody wants to steal the boat, they're not gonna have the hitch pin, and they're gonna have the actual hitch lock locked. 2020 Tracker Pro 170 with a 40 horsepower Mercury jet drive. So it's actually a 60 motor, but it's a 40 horse with the jet. So once again, this video is brought to you by Denali. Puff Puff. If you want Puff Puff stickers, t-shirts, puffpuffbass.com. Also brought to you by Tracker Boats. Tracker Boats. Mercury Marine. And Beer Nuts. I'm also wearing my Beer Nuts shirt today. Snake into the cove, so we'll be all right though. The entire lot is full. It's gonna be hard to find parking. Tons of boats out here, tons of people, so we're just gonna wait up for a second and see. We're just gonna get in and go, so hang tight. Well, everybody's out today, that's for sure. Literally waited for 25 minutes at the ramp. I was second to next in line, and there was a choke because all these people tied their boats 3 in a row to the dock, and then you got boats trying to put in and trailers waiting in line to come take out. So I sat there for 15 minutes without moving up. No one was putting in or taking out. So we're at the beach now. If you couldn't see, I can dump in here. Didn't even have to get my bumper in the water, and we're gonna go. I don't know, that honestly might be the move from now on because the water's really low too. This is a dammed reservoir, big creek. It's not a river, but it's definitely a creek flowing in on the north side. And then the big dam, which you've seen before. This is West Branch State Park. Not the greatest fishing, but definitely a nice lake to come boat, throw in some lines. That's all I want to do today. I've never thrown in here at the beach before today, but every time you have to pass it to go across the causeway to get to the ramp. And I think from now on, I might just dump in here without even looking at the line. So today is the 10th time, I think. I have it all written down. Today is the 10th time that I've taken the boat out since I picked it up in, I think, end of February, early March of this year. It is a 2020 Tracker Pro 170 with a Mercury jet drive on it. Now the motor is technically a 60 horse, but with the jet it is actually a 40 horse. It's a 17-foot boat. So I wanted to go upgrade to the true 60 jet and the true 80 jet, but that would require getting a bigger hull. This is my first brand new bass boat. Plan to keep it for years, but next time through I'll get the bigger hull and the bigger motor when I have more money to spend. So this is the 10th time I've taken her out. As of I've done about an hour of running today. I've been cruising around, jumping in for a swim, cruising around. I've officially finished my break-in period, so 10 times break-in done. Let's show you the ropes. So we'll start up at the bow. You got your bow light pocket, very nice rubber gasket. Got cleats on all four corners of the boat, which is nice. Got your 45-pound Minn Kota Edge thrust. I'm set up right now. I was trolling a little bit earlier, but you know, when I'm running, I don't mind keeping it up there. I did not mount it yet. Tons of storage. This deck is absolutely huge. I mean, I'm sitting at the front of the console. Still got all this room. Could sit there with my feet up here. Could sit here. Could sit here looking this way. Could just lay out on the deck. I mean, you could lay two adults side by side on this deck and have a baby in the middle. So down in here, I'm not a tournament fisherman, so I don't store a lot of tackle in my boat full time. I still fish from the banks a lot. So I got my Plano Guide Series bag. Fits all my 3600 series and shallow boxes, everything I need. I don't need to give you the whole tackle storage. I also have my Guide Series wrap, which I usually keep in there, but I was fishing some jigs. Then down in here, look at how deep this goes. Keep my anchor and my anchor line in there. Plenty of space. So yeah, so it fits in there nicely. Let's do this. Anchor is still back there. I got more room. You can see with that even in there. I could just throw my solid plastics. I still got plenty of room. So like I said, I know this video isn't fishing per se, but a lot of people have been asking about the boat. The other two videos I did when I picked up the boat and the boat tour in the driveway when I hadn't even taken it out yet, a lot of people are asking questions about this particular boat. I don't know if I had anything to do with it, but 3 or 4 people, if you go read the comments on those videos, have actually bought that boat since I put my video out, saying my videos were helpful, asking questions. I know I didn't tell them to buy the boat, but if I helped at all, I know you're gonna love it, all you people, so I'm sure you'll watch this too. We don't tournament fish. The live well, I believe it's a 12 gallon, I wanna say, or 8 gallon, I forget off the top of my head. I don't use it except when we're on the river. We'll pull a few walleye and then we'll use it. So I didn't bring any ice today because I just brought my big tumbler full of water. I use it as a cooler. We'll put a 3-pound bag of ice down in there as a base, throw all of our stuff down in there. I mean, it's perfect cooler, especially when you don't use it. And if we were to get a walleye and want to keep it, throw it in a stringer off the side of the boat till we get back, or just go ahead and throw it up in here. Now when we go catfishing later in the year, I might throw a bait bucket in here. So I mean, it's got the little perfect lip in here for a bait bucket. But other than that, I don't really use it. So one thing I do keep on deck is, I think I got 2, yep, beer nuts. This is the new bar mix with wasabi, the wasabi peas, absolutely delicious. So make sure you keep beer nuts on your boat. We do. Down in here, it's just a nice well. Personally, I wish, if I had to, I'll tell you what I think should be upgraded. I do wish, personally, that this was sealed off and that it opened up, but I don't hate it. I keep my life jackets in there. I keep 2 on board at all times for me and usually Canada. Mrs. Puff Puff has her own down there too. I do like having it though. It's nice and deep, goes very far. I'm not gonna pull all that out, it's just life jackets. But yeah, it goes nice and far in there. I like having the space between this and the rod locker. I do like having the step down, because like I said, I can sit here, I can sit here, I can sit here, I can sit here, I can sit like this, I can sit like this. I have plenty of actual deck, and then having this room down here is very nice. Onto the rod locker, it does lock, which is nice, especially when driving. I don't want the lid to fly up, or if we park at the gas station or at Cracker Barrel or at JoJo's. Right now I have 3 rods in here, all 7.5 foot. Rear tower light in here. There is a holder form grips. I have my net down in here and my paddle. So just for the sake of it, say there's 6 rods in there, and look at all that room. I always bring 3 rods, if not 4. Canada always brings 3, if not 4. So with the net, the paddle, and the tower light in there, and Canada's rods, I believe, rod wise, we've had up to 8 rods in there, and then the paddle, tower light, and net. And there's, so I'd say without those 3 things, rod wise, I could fit 10 rods in there. Definitely want rod socks. I never used to use rod socks. Without the rod socks, your eyelets and baits are going to get tangled and twisted. With the rod socks, it's literally, I mean, smooth as butter pulling them out, and you're not dealing with anything. fact that it locks, super nice. The dash, in my opinion, it's not like cheapy, it's just very basic. I didn't want the double dash section. The courtesy light here, it is plastic, but I do have the windscreen splash screen. Again, Denali rods, Tracker, Minutemen, that's my family company I work for. Puff Bass, if you want puff stickers, merch, all that, puffbass.com. Send me a message or comment on YouTube or Instagram, whatever, and I'll send you a discount code, save you 25%. Message me, puffbass.com, hit me up, I'll give you a discount. So it's a nice console, courtesy light. It's actually bright at night, doesn't really matter right now because, you know, windscreen helps. I personally like getting sprayed on a day like today, but when you don't, it helps. Cup holder up here, I wish there was a couple more, at least one more, but it's fine. So I did show you I bought vinyl decks. It was a more expensive upgrade. My feet can be fully extended. Granted, I'm only 5'10", so I don't need that much room. I'm kind of a hobbit, but your access down here for all your electronics. That's where I keep my little throwy. It's a foot pad and it's also accessible. So over to here, my Lowrance Hook 4, love it. Never had a fish finder till this boat. Absolutely love it. I definitely recommend buying the screen if you're gonna get a package. I built this boat, so I added this, RPMs, fuel, and speedometer, standard stuff. Really like the grip on the wheel. Got your little area here. I usually keep like my line cutter and like a knife there. I'm a huge fan of the phone gauge or the phone holder. So this thing's tight, keeps your phone in place, it doesn't move. I put this carabiner on here so it's easier for me to pull the string out and slip my phone in instead of having to get my fingers in there. So I'm not gonna put my phone in there now because I'm filming, but pull it out. It does have a 12-volt cigarette style charger, which is nice. I do keep a USB cigarette lighter charger thing in there just to be safe. Nav light, anchor light, which would be the bow, the aerator for the live well, the bilge, and then the fuse panels are all right there access-wise. Standard throttle. It does have a neutral, which is nice, so I can warm it up at the dock. 2 comfy seats. I probably will upgrade these at some point. So underneath the seat, so I got extra bow line up there, my bow light, an extra empty plano just for various odds and ends, some extra anchor line down there, some empty plastic bags for trash, some TP, my live well aerator, little tripod, flares that are not expired, fire extinguisher that is good to go, a mini hand paddle, and then some extra ratchet straps in case one of the ones I'm towing with ever breaks. So plenty of room under there for all the mishmash stuff that you don't always need but is there. Keep my pedestal seat under there too. People are retarded. She was literally less than 10 feet from the boat. God. So show you what I keep down in here. So I got my Lowrance screen. I got my shirt. This is my boat box, I call it. And what I keep in here, it's waterproof and it floats. I've had it since I bought the first boat. I keep my wallet in here. I should have this lanyard on right now, but I don't. So call me out on that. My lanyard, an extra plug, a whistle, pair of nail clippers, and an extra multi-tool. Ooh, my line cutter. I thought I lost that. Real Lucky Apparel. Shout out Real Lucky Apparel, our sponsor. They make all our shirts for us. Real Lucky, my line cutter. Couple extra plugs, car keys. On a jet drive, the lines to spit out the water, I need a toothpick for if they ever get clogged. Couple lighters, a pen, and a flashlight. So just dumb little things to some people, but a couple extra plugs, multi-tool, line cutters, whistle, just things you need right on hand. I keep my boat key in there when I'm driving it. And down in here, so this always stays on the boat. I put this together on the old boat and made a new one when I got this boat. Just bought a plano to keep stuff on, more stuff that I always want to have on the boat. I bring an extra pair of sunglasses just in case. A little Altoid container in case I need to store something, you know, like a piece of paper or whatever. Electrical tape, a battery gauge tester you could see, 2 multi-tools. Just because I had an extra one laying around, I threw that in there. You never know when you're going to need the stuff, so I guess I have 3 on board and another one in my bag. My boater's license, the NASBLA, So I always keep that in there dry. So like I said, this is all stuff that's going to stay on the boat. Lots of good things in here. Battery gauge tester. I just throw it on my batteries on the terminals. Tells me exactly the percent, and it's accurate too. The little USB charger, like I said, 12 volt. Flashlight, spark plug gapper, measuring tape, mini one. Just a couple more lighters and waterproof matches. A little Phillips head screwdriver, and then a lucky lure from Mrs. Puff Puff. So all this stuff just sits in a nice Plano. I have more than enough room to keep it all in here. It never leaves the boat. Same thing in this one, just another one of the same style. I bought a big deep Plano just for things that I want to keep dry and with me at all times. I have the owner's manual for my boat, a couple pairs of gloves, so a couple pairs of gloves, a couple pairs of socks, a socket wrench, extra thing of bug spray, a couple extra bungee cords, first aid kit with band-aids, gauze, alcohol wipes, all that, hand sanitizer, you need that now because of Corona, a couple ponchos, Clorox disinfecting wipes, a couple protein bars, a little fan mist sprayer thing. Try to see what else is in here. Just things, you know, if it's really cold out and you forgot your gloves, got a couple pairs on the boat. If I get my feet wet and it's cold out, got extra socks. My bug spray's out. Well, I got enough to use on here until I go buy more. It starts to rain, I got ponchos. I cut myself or get a hook buried. Well, I got band-aids, I got alcohol wipes, I got Purell, I got all that. So between these two Planos, that's like, I don't know, 50 things, or 25, 30, however many, 40, 50 things that I never take off the boat. If I think of something that I want to add to it, I just go ahead and get it. Like the extra pliers, I'm like, I saw them in my old tackle bag. I'm like, I'll just keep them on the boat. So what else do I have in here? These are the tow straps I use for my trailer that I use daily when I'm towing it. I just throw them in here when I'm on the water. Another extra pair of socks, I guess those were from last time. They're just in here. And then a few towels. Got my trolling battery, got my crank battery, gas tank fuel lines. It is going to be a pain to take these batteries out at some point, but no big deal. So I guess that's about it for the tour. I guess it's also a review. 10 times I've had it out. There's a 10-hour break-in period. I keep track. You know, you can't keep track of every second, so I think I hit it last time, but as of this morning when I came out, it was 9 hours and 55 minutes that I've clocked, so call it another hour that I might have not logged properly. But after today running for over an hour, this is a big lake. The motor is officially broken in. It's significantly 10 to 12 miles an hour faster on my old boat. Now that I go this fast, of course you want to go faster. It's like you get a Malibu, then you get an Impala, then you get a Porsche. I'm saying fast-wise. This boat's a Ferrari compared to the old one. I like everything about it. Like I said, only complaints per se. I wish the console was a little bit bigger, more defined, but it still does the job perfectly. And then just the compartment over here, I wish it opened up instead of like that, but I'm happy with it. I haven't really put my mark on it yet as far as pimping it out or any of that stuff. There's not really much I want to do to it. That's kind of why I bought it, because I'm very simple. I like the least amount of moving parts. I bring a speaker system on me, JBL. I don't need a radio. I don't want like a Minn Kota GPS programmed. Actually, I gotta move, hang on. Was getting a little too close to shore there. I do have the jet drive, so you've seen on the river I can run full bore, and last time we went out, you haven't seen that video yet, but it was the shallowest I've ever ran. We were in like less than a foot of water, and it was scary, especially on your brand new X dollar boat. I take care of my stuff. That's why this boat's gonna last forever. Keep it clean, keep it frothy. I got the warranty. So we're just gonna, let me know what you think. If you have a tracker, let me know. Tips, tricks, Tony Hawk style. If you're looking to buy a tracker, I'm happy to answer any questions. I will even shoot me a message or a comment. I will send you a video or a photo of whatever you're thinking about or looking for on the boat on Instagram. Just let me know how I can help. So it's hot out. I'm gonna go jump in, then run around and get out of here. So today was actually more fun being out swimming and running the boat than fishing, because fishing today's a fool's errand. So Puff Daddies Unite, love you all. Go get the new merch, puffpuffbass.com. If you want a shirt or stickers or whatever else we're selling, hats coming soon, comment on the video or message me on Instagram and I will give you a discount code. You will save 20 or 25%. All right, Puff Daddies United out.